Still not sure? Probably got a paper around it morning, something like that, eh? Nice to be here, thanks for coming. Huddersfield, this is very grand, isn't it? It's nice to be back, it is. That's an organ, isn't it? That's an organ and a half, that. I was a bit late. I was a bit late, I'm sorry, a bit late, out of breath, dashing getting here. I was going to drive over, right, and my wife went out shopping in the car, and she phoned me up. She said, you better get going. She said, the car's knackered. I said, oh, what's the matter with it? She said, there's water in the carburettor. I said, how do you know that? She said, I'm in the canal. So, hey! Oh. So... I've had a funny sort of week. I'm a comedian, it's in the job description. Most people are there, no, I have. Every morning this last week, I've opened my bedroom curtains like that. First thing in the morning, there's been a German Shepherd having a shit on my lawn. Hey, this morning, the cheeky bastard's brought his dog. No. It's mad now, I'm a celebrity. It's bollocks all that, innit? It's come dancing, they asked me. Come dancing, bollocks. Honestly, I get asked for everything. It's ridiculous. And because I don't agree with all that, do you? The reality, celebrity and all that shit. But you do get invites to all sorts of weird and wonderful places. I was in London the other week, I went to the opera. Oh, hey, have you been? They don't like it when you join in. Do they? Tornado, shut the fuck up, I know it! Da-da-da-da-da, all together, da-da-da! What's the matter with you? I know the opera, I know the Biffit, Mozart, I know all them operas, I know them. What else have I done? Oh, I entered the Young Musician of the Year. She went mad. What do you expect bending over a piano like? Hey, asking for trouble. A mate of mine said, he got a few quid, he said, get some koi carp. So I thought, well, I will, in for a penny. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you had a look, £300 for two. I mean, really tasty, you know what I mean? What? That's a lot of money for a fish supper, isn't it? So I've been in bed, I've had a flu. Have you had this flu? It's going about, innit? Where does snot come from? I don't know. It's like your brain dissolves and all snot. And then you're lying in bed at night, and there's only one nostril works at a time, isn't there? Oh, here we go, I'm away. Oh, piss! No, aren't you? Anyway, so I was in bed last night, an early night. 1 o'clock in the morning, my next door neighbour, stones on my window like that. Oh, shit, go to the window, it's 1 o'clock. What do you want? Will you give us a push? Got me, went downstairs into the garden. He sat on the bloody swing. Right? I don't know if you saw the last tour of the DVD, but just when I set off, my granddad died. But just very briefly, if you didn't see it, my granddad died making love to my granny, and I still talk about it now, which I think is fantastic. 93 on a Sunday morning, went on the job. And I think, well done, Grandad, you know. And apparently they did it on a Sunday morning because he needed the church bells to pace him. No, that's sweet, isn't it? That's ding, dong. And the fact is, he'd probably still be alive if the ice cream van hadn't gone past. It was one of them. We're doing William Tell, didn't stand a chance. Said to me granny, how traumatic. She said, oh, it didn't bother me, I was asleep. So. Put me nighty down when you're finished. I think we've all been there at one time or another. But no, the mad thing is that this year, my granny's died. Oh, I know, but she's 90. I'm at that age, they're all popping off. I've only got one left now, God bless them. 90 odd. And what was nice about my granny was, she sat in the chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, never woke up again. And that's lovely. I mean, the dentist shit himself, obviously, you know. It's got to be traumatic, that, hasn't it? But as they get older, grannies, they go a bit mad, don't they? What they do, they get to that age, really cantankerous. And I remember saying to my granny when I was a teen, I said, Granny, I've passed my O-levels. She went, yeah, well, you'll still die. Thanks, Gran. And you know, when you went seeing your Gran, I don't know if it's probably as true today as it was, it's probably not, but my Gran always seemed very old. And I remember going as a kid, and she always used to sit opposite me on the couch, like that. With the legs home, don't they? Grans sit with the legs home, like that. With the gusset hanging down, like that. pinny on, always had a pinny on, didn't they? A pinny on, curlers, earnet, and then stockings just rolled up to her knees. Ordinary stockings, American tan, something like that, just rolled up, rolled back down, so like a bit of a turn up. Had a bit of a turn up, Grands, on the stockings there, didn't they? The trouble was, when tights came out, she did the same. Rolled them down again, little basket. She always like Fruit Radio Times, like, hello David. Do you want an apple, David? No! I don't even want to read the Radio Times, to be honest with you. So I've got one left, my granddad, he's good value. We call him Spider-Man. He can't get out of the bath. Anyway, these bats with doors on now, can't you? They're mad, aren't they? Bats with doors on. Because you'd have to get inside, wouldn't you? Old people, get inside, shut door. If we put any water in, we sat there putting water in, wouldn't you? And then when it finishes, you've got to open the door. I mean, by the time they open the door, old people, they'd think, what am I doing in here? Well, I'm having a bath. Start again, wouldn't they? Been there for hours. My granddad, actually, is still quite active. He plays bowls a lot, and he's very good. He played in the Waterloo. I don't know if you know about that. It's a big tournament. It's the biggest tournament, Crown Green Bowling. And I took him bowling the other week. He loves it, but he's gone a bit. He's deaf, his eyes, his heart, and all that. Anyway, he loves it. Bowl this wood, lovely wood, finger peg. Oh, there you go, all the way down. There's a bloke walking at the other end. He shouts out, "Excuse me, mate. How am I?" This bloke says, "You're a foot in front." He said, "What did he call me then, that bloke? What did he say?" Oh, he phoned me up the other day, he said, "I think I'm incontinent." I said, "Where are you ringing from?" He said, "It's the waist, down." Oh. He carries a kidney donor card, the cheeky sod. Honest to God. And he's got a bad heart, so I check up on him. And I went the other day, he lives in Bolton, still it's the same terrace house he's always lived in. Went to the front door, no, he's not in there. All I can hear from the kitchen, "Ow! Jeez! Ow!" Oh, what's going on? We're in the kitchen, he's got the gas hob on full. He's cooking a full English in a biscuit tin. Bacon, egg, sausage, tomato, metal biscuit tin. No! It's hot this, David. Well, obviously it is. It's red hot, you daft bastard. What are you doing? He said, "Oh, I've been to the doctor for my check-up for my heart." He said, "The best thing that I can do when I get home is throw that frying pan away." So it's... Oh, bless him. We were gonna put it. We were going on holiday, and he wouldn't come with us, and we didn't want to like him home. So we booted him in one of these residential homes for a fortnight. He didn't want to go, but he can't be left on his own. He's a lovely bloke, but so we took him in this place in Chorley, and then we sat him in this room, right? And he sat on this chair in this room, and he's miserable as sin, right? And this is what happened, right? This nurse told us afterwards that he said, "Would you have a look at your room?" "No, I'm all right." So he wouldn't go. I went, "I'll go and have a look at your room." And apparently he sat in this chair in the middle of the room, and he suddenly started going like that, off the chair, like that. And this nurse ran over and got him and pulled him back up, like that. And then he started swaying that way, went out of his chair, like that. And she ran over and put him back up like that. Anyway, I come back downstairs and I said to him, "Mate, you love your room. It's lovely views of the lawns and all that. You can see all the trees and there's the squirrels and you've got a lovely TV set. You'll love it." Here, warm, a bloody warm. I said, "Why?" He said, "They won't even let me fart." Anyway, did you enjoy Steve? Yeah. Fantastic, isn't he? I love all that variety and all that, and he's the best on the circuit. He's going to be a big star, I think. Just time will tell, and I just love him. I think he's fantastic. Andy lives in Chorley, so he gives me a lift, so that's all right. No, don't clap him, he'll be in toilet shooting up. But he got me this gig in a prison. He's probably told you about it. He said, "I've got this gig in a prison, will you come and help?" And I went, "No." "Prison?" He went, "Yeah, they're good lads." I said, "I don't think they are, Steve." To be honest with you. Anyway, he persuaded me to do it, and it was funny because he got involved with a mass murderer, and he's probably anyway very, very funny. So I do the gig. He's gone because I'm on last, right? He's worked one on me. So I'm going to wave bye bye at the gates. Warders, well done, Dave. Cracking. Right, go to my car. I've locked my car keys in the car. I borrowed a car. It's an old one, Volvo 344 GL 1.7. And the point I'm making is you can't lock your car keys in a car anymore. But I've borrowed this car. It's in the shit. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? 10 o'clock at night, pitch black, middle of nowhere, middle of Leyland, prison. How am I going to get them out of there? Oh. Went back to prison, knocked on the door. Tommy, the warden, came out and said, Tommy, I've locked my car keys in the car. I don't suppose there's anybody in here. He said, oh, pick a number. Come with me. He comes out with Ronnie, ankle to him, little Ronnie, little Weasley Ronnie, God bless him. He said, all right, Dave, lovely, thanks for coming. Lads, big Phoenix Knights fans and all. I said, no problem at all, Ronnie. You can do me a favour, in fact. I've locked my car keys in the car. Is there anything you can do? Get them out. He went, oh, leave it to me, Dave, leave it to me. Bent down, got a brick, put it through my fucking window. Well, thanks, Ronnie. There you go. Oh, got him. But we do a lot of travelling around together, me and Steve. We bought this satellite navigation. Have you got it? Tom Go. Have you got it? Oh, it's fantastic. It's the best thing I've ever had. Coming here tonight, street, Huddersfield, all that, put on Huddersfield Street, all that, brings you straight here. It's brilliant, all the maps. I'm telling you now, get one. But the thing is, you can pick your voice, because they tell you as well. It's not just maps. Somebody tells you turn right, turn left, don't they? Well, I picked Jane, because I love the way she says, turn around when possible. I like that. There's a bloke from Frank from Accrington, he's like, turn around when possible. I don't like it. It sounds a bit pervy to me, Frank. But there's all sorts of people on it. You can have foreign languages, you can have Manuel, you can have Wolfgang. Turn around when possible! Oh, whoa. Not going to Poland, Christ. All right. Anyway, the thing is, if you've used them, you'll know this. They've got a bit of an attitude, haven't they? These people, they've got a bit of an attitude. If you don't go the way they want you to go, oh, there's all hell to pay, isn't there? Oh, what a time we had. The other day I'm going into Manchester. I can either go M602, I can go East Lancs Road. Jane wants me to go M602. It's backed up. I don't want to go M602. There's been an accident. I don't want to go down there. I want to go East Lancs. Oh no, she wants me to go M602. In 200 yards, keep right. Oh no, sorry, I'll go left, East Lancs. In 100 yards, keep right. Huh? I'm like, no, I'm going East Lancs. Keep right! All right! Bloody hell, I didn't. I kept left, East Lancs Road. She didn't speak to me for 15 minutes. I get to where I'm going in Manchester, she comes back on, it's up here. That way. Wolfgang comes on, what have you been saying to Jane? Oh shit! And when you travel around all the time, you've got this road safety stuff. All these speed cameras obviously get on all our nerves because it's just a money-making exercise. It's just bollocks because you slow down, you speed up. They're the best. Then they just go, stop! Oh, 40. Oh, all right, fair enough. They're good, them. The worst, I don't know who's come up with this idea. This is crazy. This is the opposite effect. This is terrible. Have you seen these chevrons on the motorway? Each lane of the motorway at certain stretches have got these chevrons painted on the lanes, and there's a big sign, it says, you must keep 2 chevrons apart from the car in front. I nearly killed myself last week trying to keep up with the push. 110 you were going, I'm telling you now, fucking hell, this can't be safe. Whose idea was that? So, anyway, me and Steve, we did this parachute jump for charity, Comic Aid, a few months ago. And Justin Morehouse organised it. You remember Justin from Phoenix Knights? Potter's Tiger. Justin was Potter's Tiger. Sheer calm. People still go up to Justin, and go, hey, see, you got it off. Oh, yeah. It has been 3 years, and it were makeup. But yeah, so we organised this and we got together and we had a laugh and a few pints. We don't often get together very much. And we reminded of this one, this moment with magical comedy moment off back set. And Justin, you remember the one with the dwarves? Yeah. How far away are they? Yeah. Right. Well, we had 7 dwarfs, obviously. You've got to have 7, it's a rule, it's equity. You can't have 4 or 5, you've got to have 7. They come as a package. It's not a very big package, obviously. But... So we had the dwarves, a bit of comedy gold, fantastic actors and all that. We had the fight scene and all that. Back on the coach for a bit of dinner, Justin's making small talk with the dwarves. Small talk. He says to them, it's November, it's wintry, bloody Christmas is looming. 7 dwarfs sat round him. He says, so are you busy this time of year? One of them says, not half, as soon as we finish here, we're in rehearsals for pantomime, Preston Charter Theatre. Oh, very good. And what pantomime are you doing this year? Fucking what? Seriously. Anyway, he organised his parachute jump for charity, and we went to this place called Fluteborough. I don't know if you know it. It's up, is it Cockermouth way? It's up there, innit? Fluteborough. And I don't know if you've ever done a parachute jump for charity or anything like that, or just somebody's bought it as a present. You get to the airfield, and it's just like a farmer's field, innit? It's like, what is this all about? And they take you in this big shed to teach you how to fall and all that business, and it's a right ramshackle affair, right? We've done all that in the morning. He says, right, gentlemen, the plane's about to land. We went out, this plane landed. And if you've ever been, you'll know. Let's put it this way, I wouldn't have been surprised if Glenn Miller got off it. How old is that fucking plane? What's the last thing you want to see when you get on a plane? I'll tell you, wallpaper. It were done out like a caravanette. And he'd painted over it with a bit of emulsion. And gone on windows, he'd not taken the trouble to go round windows nice. I mean, I don't want him flying my plane. I mean, that's bloody negligent, that, isn't it, if you know what I mean? So we get on this bloody plane that's like that, so you have to walk uphill when you get on it, and hoot yourself on. We get up to about, God knows, 2,000 or 3,000 feet, right? And at that stage, we're all thinking, actually, you know, the best option is to jump off the fucking thing, basically. He says, we've got a couple of thousand feet to go now, gentlemen. He said, just to take your mind off it, I can see you're very nervous, we'll play a little game. It's a game we play on these flights, I Spy. Would you like to start, Dave? I went, I bloody would, thank you for asking, mate. I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with L-R. Oh, let's think. Luggage rack. No. Left row. No. Give in. Loose rivets. Let me off this fucking... So he says, right, we're ready to go. Any questions? Bend your feet, bend your knees and roll and enjoy yourself on the way down. It's a fantastic experience. Any questions at the last minute? I went, yes, I've got one. What happens if it doesn't open? And they're all going, that's actually a good question, Dave. Well done, mate. Yeah. And he said, oh, well, what you do is you've got a reserve chute there. You just deploy your reserve chute and just float gently to the ground. I said, right, I'll ask. What if that one doesn't open? He said, oh, you see, that one always opens. I said, oh, well, why don't you put it on first then, that one? I'm only asking. Because I don't like flying. I think you're sort of influenced by the first time you fly. My first flight, I got to Hong Kong. I did a gig in Hong Kong a long time ago when that really dangerous runway. I don't know if you remember that. It was the worst runway in the world. Pilots voted it was the most dangerous runway. You came over some mountains. You had to go a bit like that, through some skyscrapers and land in the sea. Well, not in the sea, obviously. There's a bit of a runway there. And it was really scary, right? And so I've got that in my head. Oh, you went Hong Kong? Oh, bloody hell, that runway. I'm like, all right. So all the way there, 13 hours, I'm like, white knuckles, listening to every sound on a plane. Do you do that? Looking at stewardesses, seeing if they're crying. Oh, no, ding dong bong. Bong? I've not had a bong before, I've had a ding dong. What was that all about? What was that? This is a tip for you. If stewardesses start taking the tights off, you're going down. No, the reason... I've never realised that before. It's very good, I'll keep that in. I've got a friend who's a steward. That's very good, that. I'll make a note of that. You should be so lucky. Yeah. No, because if they think there's going to be a chance of a fire and a crash and all that, they tell the stewardess to take the tights off. Did you know that? That's a bit of a tip. It's not very funny, so you can dance if you want. But yeah, because it melts the nylon to the legs to get really bad burns, so that's what you want to watch out for. Anyway. So we land, we start approaching to Hong Kong, right, and my ears are popping, and we're going down, nobody else is interested, they're all out with the papers and all that. Oh, here we go. Oh, that wheel's gone down over there, here we go. Come on, you bastard, that wheel's not down. Come on, get down, you... And it's not, it's the flaps, isn't it? But it's just, I'm so wound up. Then he comes on tannoy. Hello, this is your captain, Andy Peters. I'm like, Andy Peters? I don't want him flying me bloody plane. He should be in a broom cupboard somewhere. Christ. You may be pleased to know that your second officer, Chris Smith, has volunteered to land the aircraft. I'm like, fucking volunteered? What? This is a dangerous air. What's going on in the cockpit? Are they going like, I'm not doing it, did he yesterday? I'm not doing it. Hip dip, sky blue. Don't dip, I'm not doing it. I'll do it. Oh, well done, Chris. Crack on. Come on, mate. Fucking no. But the thing was, Hong Kong was a bad experience already because I got this terrible Asian flu, and it's awful when you're ill away from home, isn't it? And I was doing the gigs, I had a week there, doing the gigs, coming back and getting in bed, and I'm seriously, you know, when you get to 107 temperature and you're delirious, you're on your own, you're away from home, it's desperate. And I tried everything and I was getting nowhere. By the third or fourth day, I thought I'm going to die, basically. But what I'd done is I noticed while I was travelling around Hong Kong and the Chinese quarters in Kowloon, if you've ever been, they have these little Chinese shops because they've got a different sort of medicine altogether over there, haven't they? And I thought, I'll go and see if they've got anything for this. Because my stuff's not working. They might have some like lizard's liver or something like that, you know. They do, don't they? Have panda's pancreas and all that, don't they? They do. And then I thought I'll go on that. Anyway, so I'm on this ferry at 2 o'clock in the morning, dripping wet through, shaking and shivering. I found my way to down this back street to this little Chinese shop, and I went in, and he's there, lovely little Chinese bloke, and I went, hello? Why do you do that? I'm from Bolton. Why do they go, hello? I don't know. But you do when you're abroad, you do, don't you? You want to assimilate yourself. You want to become part of the locals. You don't want to stand out in a crowd, do you? Hello? How are you? What? The first time I ever went to Ireland, I went for a corkscrew. I forgot my corkscrew. I take some wine. Went to a little village called Mill Street. Went to a little hardware shop and bar, obviously. Went in and I went, good morning. I went, top of the morning. I went, would you be having a corkscrew? What? Why? But you do. So I'm in this shop going, hello? Me, hot. Him, hot. Me, yeah. Me, shiver. Shiver? Why do I think that's Chinese for shiver? Shiver? He went, shiver. I went, yeah, you have something for me? And he went, ah. Went in the back, come out, he went, this is good. I said, it's nightness, mate, I can get that in shortly. He brought this... And I've got a link there. The only reason I've done that is I need a link for nurses, and that's it, and it's shit, I know, but there you go. Have we got any nurses in? Hey! Are you obviously a bright one? Because there are some thick nurses, aren't there? I mean, they are nurses, they are the angels of mercy and all, but like, they're every profession. You've got 25% of them thick as shit. Oh, I used to work in hospital, I know, and my best friend's a nurse. She's in the pub. She's in the pub last night. We're watching England. Get this is true. Get England one thing that on top there, and it's got, because it's digital, it's got like red interactive at top. And so, woman in pub's flicking it over to interactive, and she said, oh, I've got that at home, but every time I press red button, it goes off. Oh, not working properly then, eh? The other night in the pub, she's phoning chemist because she's forgot to pick some prescriptions up and she wants to arrange it first thing in the morning. She sat in corner with mobile like that. Bloody unavailable, it's ridiculous. I said, well, let's listen. I said, what's the number? Let me do it. She said, it's 0800, yeah, 1730. No, there's nothing going on. I said, hang on, there's not enough numbers there. 0800 1730. She said, well, that's what they got in the front window of the shop on the door. I went, them are the opening times, you dozy cow. 8 o'clock's 5:30. What you... She's thick. I'll tell you how thick she is. We had a barbecue at our house in summer. She ended up in hospital, second-degree burns to her face, pole dancing on patio heater. Whoa! But generally speaking, right, and you'll know this, dear, and you're a clever nurse, you've come out, you found your way out and everything, haven't you? And No. On wall, it's very technical now, and on all the wards and units, they have computer systems that are linked to the labs and stuff, and they just tap the patient's case notes number in, and they get the results out. But a lot of nurses can't be asked. It's easy to phone up and go, hello, have you got Mr. Jones's results? Like that. It's easy that, and eventually I just got pissed off with it. This is a true story, right? So she phoned me up, have you got Mr. Jones's results, hemoglobin and full blood count? I went, oh, hang on. What's wrong with your computer? It's broken. Oh, what's it doing? It's just flashing. What's flashing? The cursor? The what? Little flashing light? Yeah, it's just flashing. Okay, all right, well, do this for me. Will you do this for me? Can we try something? Yeah, all right. Right-click on your mouse. Right. Anything? No. There's a little box come up. Nothing. Okay, do it again. Right-click on your mouse. Right. Anything? No, nothing. What have you done? I've written click on my mouse. You've what? You told me to right-click on my mouse. I've written... No. Press the right-hand side of it. Oh, it's come up, little box. I said, right, this is what you do. TCP 80 / path for pathology, PATH 80, then press enter. No, broken. We do it again. Are you in uppercase? Am I what? Capitals, all in capitals. All right, here we go. TCP 80 / path 80, then press enter. No, don't know what's wrong with it. How are you spelling placenta? How am I spelling what? Placenta? It's press enter. I mean, why would it be placenta? Why? Well, it's a hospital. Why would you write placenta? Anyway, so I was flying, right, so I got this gig in La Manga the other week, right, and I like going abroad, but I hate the flying. Not only that, at Manchester Airport at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's packed full of dobbers. It is Dobber City. You know dobbers, right? You know, I've got a problem with dobbers. Big, fat, slobby, yobby, gobby. I mean, as I always say, and I mean this, underline this, big can be beautiful. Be big, be happy, be small, be happy, be medium, be happy. But dobbers have just... You've lost the plot, haven't they? They've lost... They're slobs, basically. There'll be no dobbers in here tonight. They won't well be at home watching Dumb and Dumber on video, eating an Aldi pizza. Oh! Watching When Good Nuns Go Bad and all that. Oh! But they're enormous dobbers, and they're slobby with it and all that. And she's always got leggings on. This woman in the... Well, for a start, right, they're all in bar at Manchester Airport, aren't they? They're all pinting it. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, aren't they? Like, oh, he's got a full England strip on, like as if he plays for them. Yeah. Got like that, Burberry baseball cap, walking stick just in case he bumps into some different social. Don't fit me this, don't walk way down. Oh. And they've got Jordan, youngest, a lad, running around with his head shaved, but one of them little straggly pieces of hair like that hanging down. That looks really attractive, looks like a rat's arse. All that, and there's hundreds of them there, and I'm in queue waiting to check in for hours like you do. And all of a sudden I'm aware I've got a family of dobbers behind me, because I can smell pastry. They stink of pastry, don't they? It's like when you have a curry, it comes out through your pores, doesn't it? Well, it does with them, all that Greg's pasties. They just, they live on them. Well, I say they live on pasties and the paper, because they eat the bag and all, don't they? Oh. Just roll it down a bit more. Pastry stains. I never knew pastry stained. They have pastry stains. It's like you're in a queue and you think, is somebody warming a pie up? Oh no, it's a family of dobbers. She's got these white leggings on. White. Now, my favourite dobber that I mentioned last year, yellow. Well, this girl has got white leggings on, pound stretcher, cheap. She's had about a year. They've gone bobbly. They're almost see-through. They're there. They should be there, but she's had to pull them over this and this and this. No, because dobbers have got an arse at the front as well, haven't they? I mean, a proper arse with a crack in it and everything. Feet like a griffin. Flip-flops with feet like that. big touring on one, like she's been tagged by the RSPB. Look at that. If you went round to her house, she'd be on dado rail like that. This woman had more gold on than Mr. T ever wore. Everything, including that jointy clown, that bloody clown, the shittest piece of jewellery ever designed, that little goldy clown with emeralds in it. Oh yeah, that's real. 190 quid. Yeah, right, one of them. This woman had about 10 chains and gold, bloody all sorts of necklaces, bangles and sovereign rings and then big anvil earrings like that and hula hoops and bloody anklets and she had the whole Elizabeth Duke of Argos back catalogue on this woman. She walks through metal detector, fuck all, nothing. We've already had trouble in queue because they tried to check the bag in. It's 12 kilos over. Open it up. Telly? Taking telly, Spain? What are you taking telly for? Oh, well, England are playing on Wednesday and I want John Motson commentating. What? I don't want any of this Spanish shit. I want John Motson. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Chantal Demi, the youngest in queue, like that, you know. In fact, Chantal Demi is the only reason they go into Spain because they've had a few quid because she's been on Tricia. Pregnant with twins and I only shared my brother's towel. I don't know if you saw it. How do they have kids, Dobbers? I know I've touched on it before, but I can't get my head around it at all. I mean, if he gets on top of her, he'd burn his bum on lamp on the light, wouldn't he? Is it like... His ears would pop, he'd get a nosebleed, he couldn't keep that up for ages. They must try another entry, mustn't they? I mean, to be honest with you, he's like that, she's like that. How do they get the genitals anywhere near one another? I mean, you can only just touch your face, for a start. It's like... I love you. I love you. Just imagine the scene in the bedroom at night, can't you? Oh, I'm in, Doreen. Suffer, baby, suffer. You're not in? Oh. Feels like I'm in. You're in a fold. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Dobbers in this queue, he's got, and I kid you not, a Save the Whale t-shirt on. Right? So I'm like, every credit, mate. Practice what you preach. What bait did you... She's got a big t-shirt with guess on it. I'm like, I don't know. Thyroid program? I don't know. Greedy fat cow. One of the two. I don't know. She's got these white leggings on. She's got a red thong on with them. I know. You can see it. A red thong on a big girl. With diamantes sticking out at back. Babe. I know. I've seen the film, love. I know. No. But they're on playing behind me. They sat behind. Oh. So I'm nervous. So I'm talking to this Asian lad from Blackburn, right? He's a musician. He's going over there. He's got a bit of a thick accent, but we're having a lovely chat. And he's going playing in Benidorm. He's a musician. And so we're having a good chat. And it takes my mind off the stuff. And they're giving it shit behind all that. And we land at Alicante. We don't go to terminal. We park on edge of apron at runway. What's going on? Police on plane. Get this lad I'm talking to. Come with me, sir. I'll ask you a few questions. I'm like, what's going on? He's from Blackburn. She pipes up, Dobber woman. I've heard him, I've tipped him off. I talked stewardess, she's talked pilot, I've heard. What have you heard? He let it slip out. He let what slip out? He's a Basque terrorist. I said, he's a bass guitarist, is what he is, though. Hopeless. So... DIY. Need a link there, don't I? Not got one. Fuck it, I don't know. I splashed myself out there. No, DIY, because I've been at it, I've fitted a new bloody ball cock in the toilet. Have you done that? You can't get a plumber, can you? Where the land of plumbers, I don't know, but you just can't get them. I'll be there on Saturday. They're never there, are they? Plumbers, anyway. It's my thing, that. But anyway, so I hate DIY, right? And my wife's got this... Get up this morning, put a mirror up. I want you to put that mirror up. Where's that from? Just put it up. Why? It'll make the room look bigger. What? Oh, yeah, gonna get people coming in our house going like, all right. Oh, well, I've never seen through there. What's that before? Oh. But they do say that, don't they? My gran used to say that. And my gran always had a budgie called Sutty, little blue budgie. And the trouble with budgies out there, he's having to fly around. Don't they just fly into fucking mirror all the time? How thick does a budgie have to be not to try and avoid the budgie that's flying straight at it? You know what I mean? Oh, you're going to swerve away at last minute, wouldn't you? So, I'll tell you what I hate about DIY. It's not so much that, well, it is the DIY, but an essential part of the DIY process is getting up in the morning, thinking you've got a lazy day ahead of you, and she's left you a list. Oh, bloody hate that, women leaving lists. Things to do, like that, as if it's, oh, when they're devious, bloody devious. Very clear. Hey, full marks, girls, full marks. I've got a Saturday off. She's gone out with the girls shopping. Lunch show, having her heard on in the afternoon, tea time, she's back. I think, oh, get down, big breakfast, racing post, pick a few winners, get in bookies, get a few bets on, get in pub, a few pints, watch the racing. Whoa, what a delight that's going to be. What's this? It's a fucking list! Oh, no! And this is the subtle thing. There's 4 things on the list. Number 1, feed dogs. That's all right. It's 5 minutes of a job. No problem at all. Tick that off. Number 2, wash last night's pots. There we go. No problem with that. Number 3, water the plants. Have we got plants? Bloody hundreds of them. All right. I'll call it 10, 15 minutes. Number 4, point gable end. Oh, you know. That last one. Groton tile bathroom, just slip it in at the end when they've got you like that. And she said to me, a bank holiday just gone, she said, you know you're saying you've been put some shelves up for me in that alcove there, put some shelves up. And I went, oh, I'll get somebody and I'll never, she said, no, you'll never get anybody and it's only take 10 minutes. I went, you're joking, aren't you? Me, 10 minutes, DIY, you're joking. She went, no, put them up. I went, look, I know you'll want them straight and everything, won't you? I'll get, and do them. Oh, God, so. Because she said, I've got them tools, you buy them really cheap tools, them screwdrivers, as soon as you turn them, all handle breaks off. I've got them, mate. So I went in town to get some stuff to do it, and I'm not proud of this, these bloody shelves preying on my mind. And I was in Chorley, and I thought I'll go to the library, I'll get a DIY book. Went in the library, and as I say, I'm not proud of this. I went to the library and I went, excuse me, love, have you got any books on shelves? You taking the piss, or what? I've got some top tips for you now, shopping. I don't do a lot of shopping. This is a top tip you can take away with you, a little bit of bonus for tonight. I was shopping, and my wife said, when you go in town next, get a birthday card for your Auntie Dorothy. No, I've not bought a birthday card for must be 3 years. Right, she does all that, every credit. But no, I go in town, she'll get Nipping Clinton's cards on Market Walk in Chorley, and get. So, I go in, and I've not been in, as I say, for a long while. I can't believe it. What a rip-off industry that is. They've invented occasions since last time I were in, haven't they? Happy Grandma's Day. There's everything, isn't there? It's like, you know, congratulations on your first shag, isn't there? Happy bonfire night. It's just, what a rip-off. How irritating you've got, Thrush. There's bloody a card for every occasion. And number 2, they're smutty. You get to the birthday section, it's only about that big, but they're all smutty. Now, I like smut, as you know, as much as the next one, but I like clever smut. I like smut that makes you think about it. Not this blatant, all sex smut and breaking wind smut. And the cards are just offensive, in my opinion, right? So it took me an hour for my Auntie Dorothy to get down to 2 cards. They're quite humorous, they're funny, they're all right. One's got 2 snakes on it, one's going, are we poisonous? The other one said, I don't know, why? He says, because I've just bit my lip. I don't know, so that's all right. The other one's got 2 flies on it, and one looks like to be a bit of dog poo, right? And one said to the other, hey, I've not seen you for a while. And he says, no, I've been on the sick. So that's all right. I decided to go for the snakes, play safe with Auntie Dorothy. Get the card, go to the till, birthday card, there you go, look. She went, right, ding, that'll be £2.79. So it fucking won't. £2.79 for a bit of card? That must have cost £2 to make. Oh, well, that's what they are now. You'll find that. Some of them down there are £5 with songs in them and that. What a rip-off. I'm not paying that. Well, please yourself. I said, I bloody will. So I went in boots for my prescription, right? So while I'm waiting, I can't really discuss it. So while I'm waiting, I'm wandering around Boots. This is my tip. I see this sign. Boots, gift vouchers, ideal for any occasion. All right. So it's this woman, I said, how much are they, these gift vouchers then? She said, well, that's the beauty of them. You can mix and match anything you want. Start at £1, you start with £1, and then your multiples of 2s and 3s, in fact, anything you want, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 quid, whatever. I said, but you can get a £1 gift voucher. So you can, but nobody does. They do today, look. Well, I'll have a £1 gift voucher. She said, all right. Would you like to choose a card? Fucking right, I would. I'll have that one there with the poppies on it. I figure I've saved £1.79. I've got a lovely little card with poppies on it. It's not offensive. My Auntie Dorothy will love it. She'll put it on the mantelpiece. She'll open it up. Gift voucher. She can get some Canistan or something, can't she? It's £1, you know what I mean? And then I thought, whoa, steady on, Dave, steady on. Keep the gift voucher. She won't know. She's got a lovely card. She put it on the mantelpiece. Davy's remembering my birthday. Lovely. Because, you know what? It was my brother's birthday the week after RP. So I'm in Bolton Boots. I've got my little voucher. Go in Boots. Hello. I've got one of these £1 gift vouchers here. Can I spend it on anything I want in here? She said, that's the point. That's the whole point. You choose anything in this shop. £1. I went, right. I'll tell you what. I'll have a £1 gift voucher. She went, okay, that'll be all right. Would you like to choose a card? Fucking right, I want that one there. You never have to buy another card as long as you live. Scam, that's brilliant. No. Brilliant. My second tip, this is good. I'm in Tesco, I'm shopping for me too, I've got all my toiletries sorted out, it's going to be great, I've got my little basket there, and I'm a sucker me for 2-for-1s. I'm a bloke, every sign I believe, you know, like that. I'm just walking around, the best toothpaste, I'll have some of that, the best this, I believe it. There's some I'm a bit confused about, you know, like Vidal Sassoon Do You Pump and Spray. I've not got my head around that one yet, you know. It's a bit personal if you ask me, you know what I mean? 6 pints of lager and a bag of nuts, might happen, I'm not saying. You know, and boneless chicken. I can't get my head around that. That's genetic engineering gone mad. I'm sorry. Imagine that farm with all them poor little chickens on it with no bones. That's awful. It is awful. Anyway, so I've got I'm shocked up, basket full. She's tilling them up until Maureen. Oh, lovely, nice and bonny. Gets to end, she suddenly goes, these yours? Are they in my basket? Oh, yeah. I think that's how it works then, Maureen, to be honest with you. Yeah, but always ultra. I went, yeah. And you know what they are? Well, yeah. So do I. Look, it says over there. Look, a revolutionary new towel. If there's a revolutionary new towel out, I'm having it, love. I tell you what, my towels are very bulky. I do a lot of travelling round and take up tons of space in my suitcase. That little box sits in there nice and bonny, that. There's 24 in there. Lasts me a month. Revolutionary new towel, technology in action, probably developed on the space shuttle. I wouldn't be at all surprised. Till them up and shut up. Bang. I'm having a bath the other night. I'm soaking away. Got my little box of revolutionary new towels ready. Because I'm a gadget man. I love all that. Oh, I actually cut my bath short. I thought, I've got to get at these. Jumped out to the bath, got up mat, opened the box, crap. Oh, I tell you what, Trade Descriptions Act, bollocks, because all I dried were 2 legs and 1 arm. That's all I got. Box is gone nearly. I nearly put my neck out drying my back. I mean, they've got little handles on, they're well designed. This is the tip. My little dog Whiskey, Yorkshire Terrier, cut himself on some barbed wire in the garden, came in, blood all over the kitchen. I'm telling you what, blood all over the kitchen. I go for the kitchen towels, none left. I go for the tissues, none left. Now, I don't take any credit for this whatsoever, but I had one of these Always Ultra things left, right? And it was there in the box, I was throwing it in the bin, I just tipped it out, got it, I thought, oh, well, bloody hell, bang. I'm telling you now, could have been made for the job. Fantastic. I thought, I better get some more of them. You can never... Oh, handy, having them in, isn't it? I've got 3 dogs. That's fantastic. So I went to my little chemist around the corner. I went, all right, Billy. I said, have you got any of these revolutionary new towels? He said, I don't think so. I said, yeah, you know, the Always Ultras. He said, oh, the Always Ultras. I've got some of them, yeah. I said, well, I want some. He said, really? I said, yeah. He said, well, what size do you want? Well, it's for a gash about that big. Is that right? What? Whose band? I didn't know. So, and as I go around the country, changing the subject again, people say to me, David, what's the, you're a comedian, and they ask me this in interviews a lot, what's the first joke you ever heard? And to be honest with you, first jokes are more or less like riddles, aren't they, when you're a kid, when you're 6? Because, I'll just tell you this, I went to a christening on Sunday, right? And little niece, Vicky, she's 6, right? And she's at school, so everybody's like showing her off, because she's quite bright and all that, but she's 6, she's sweet, she's lovely sweet, got all the christening, she's dressed up, and we're all sat round having a butties and all that, all the relatives, grannies and grannies and all that, and she said to her, what have you been doing at school? We went to the farm, we had a visit to the farm, see the farmer. I said, oh, and what were your favourite animals? She said, the fuckers. Honest to God, it was like, choking on vol au vents. They went, the fuckers? She said, yeah, the farmer called them effers, but we knew what he meant. So what? Oh, no! But anyway, so, where was I? But the riddles, they were riddles, weren't they? Like, what's the difference between what you get if you cross that with that. So this is the first one I ever remember hearing, right? And it goes like this, and please come back at me with this, join in. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? Half a worm? No! Loads of things worse. Getting your willy caught in your flies, that's worse. I've done both, the willy were worse, so I'll be honest with you. Half a worm, all right, willy, because you've had a couple of near misses, but this time it's stuck fast, it won't come out, you've got a mad dilemma going on in your head, do I go up, do I go down? How do I make that decision? It's a pain, it's an exquisite pain, it ain't going in, it's going to hurt more coming out. Because you weren't ready for it, it took you by surprise, now it's all that. And you're talking milliseconds to think all this, because it is excruciating, that pain. Ladies, forget childbirth, right now, this is... I said that to my wife, and she said, oh, do you think so? Well, try getting your top lip and pulling it over your head. So, good point, well made, love. But it is. Oh, let me tell you this. In Cosmopolitan last week, did you see it? I was reading it in the doctors. Do you know they have top 10 lists? It's just a page filler, really, but they have all these lists of things. They had a list of the top 10 things. They'd surveyed a load of women, right? And it was the most painful thing that they'd had to experience as being a woman. And I thought, well, childbirth's going to be number 1. Surely. No. Number 2, number 1. Now I'm guessing here, off the top of my head, not many women have had this done, but the women who'd had it done rated it higher than childbirth in the pain threshold stakes. Nipples clamped. And I thought, no, having them torn away has got to be worse, hasn't it? There's loads of things worse than half a worm. And I suppose as you grow older, there's more and more things, and by the very nature of them, they're very personal things. But some of them, somebody will do this tonight, and you'll think, I'd really rather have half a worm. Somebody here tonight will possibly be sick down the nose. It's horrible, isn't it? You've had too much food, you've had too